Just found out 2 years ago, I got sciatica. Oh, what the f? Went to this doctor. I was like, I don't know what's going on with my leg, but my right leg just keeps locking up. I don't even play sports. So it hurts right here from my hip to my knee. He goes, that's your sciatic nerve. Those are early stages of sciatica. He goes, you need to stretch your IT band out. And normally, it affects the buttocks. But I noticed you don't have one. You're just gonna say that like that's not gonna hurt my feelings? Oh my God, Mr. Koy, you know what? I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean to say it like that. Does your buttocks hurt? And I go, no. And he goes, exactly.
That is a clip from comedian Jo Koy's latest Netflix special, live from Brooklyn.
This weekend, he's bringing the stand-up tour called Just Being Koy to Capital One Arena right here in Washington, D.C.
First up this morning, you are in for a treat because he is here live talking to us about touring, his family, and more. Welcome, welcome.
You guys got a good, this show is fun. I don't know where you get your energy, but we won't talk about it. But yeah, you guys are wide awake.
We can't share all our secrets, you know that.
Yeah.
So how does it feel being back in D.C.?
I love it. I love it here. This is, you know, when I first started going on tour, I took my son to random dates because he was just a kid. He was little back then. And D.C. was the one that I made sure to take him to first. And we saw all the monuments and the museums. And that was such a fun experience. Now he works for me. So it's fun to come back here and do that. He just said it to me yesterday in the hotel. He was like, Dad, you know, this is where I first came with you on tour. Yeah, so it's cute to see that.
What's it like having him on the road with you?
I love it because he puts me in check. It's my best friend. I'm lonely on the road. You know what I mean? It's a very lonely job. And you know, you don't really get to meet people. It's like, you know, when people laugh, that's my energy source, and I go to my room and I fall asleep. You know what I mean? So with him, it's like I get to experience the world with him, and we've seen the world.
Yeah, and your family is such an interesting and funny part of even your comedy, even down to how your name came to be, or stage name, I should say.
That's crazy, right?
Jo Koy.
Like, I just, you know, I talked about it on my last special. It was like, I always thought my name was Jo Koy, and I changed my name because I used to go up as Joseph Herbert. My real name is Herbert, and people would laugh like, oh, Herbert, what does that mean? And so I had to like deal with that, and then I go change it to my nickname, which is Jo Koy, and then I just found out that it's Jo Koy, which is crazy, because now I got all this merch for sale with the wrong stuff on it. And I asked my aunt, I go, why didn't you create me? She's like, you're the one that decided to do that. I didn't tell you to do that. And anyway, my nickname is Jo Koy. In Tagalog, Ko means my, so my nickname is My Joe, and that's, she used to call me My Joe when I was a kid. She should have said a long time ago, I put the Y on there.
Jo Koy.
She just looked at me spell it wrong for like 35 years and never said anything.
She's like, he'll figure it out in time.
He'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out.
Who cares?
He'll figure it out. You know, I always wanted to ask, when you, because you've done, what, 6 specials now, I think?
Yeah, I'm about to shoot another one for Netflix.
So, okay, 2 questions for that. Is one, I mean, I'm sure there's a science behind where you decide to do it, but then the other thing is, when you know you're doing the special, is it more pressure on you? Do you feel different than if you're just doing a regular show?
There's 2 kinds of pressures. One, you got to shoot, like, and I dabble in everything. By the way, that's live from Seattle. I paid for that whole thing myself.
That's like a hometown show.
Yeah. So if you ever want to, like, do something and people say don't do it, or you're not, do it yourself. Don't listen to anybody else, because that one, I drained my whole bank account for that one, and I'm glad I did, and Netflix bought it, and then the relationship between us has been beautiful, and now they just trust me. They just sign checks, and I shoot it and I deliver it, so it's pretty cool. So there's that pressure, the pressure of how much it costs, and then of course, after it drops, we can't do those jokes ever again. I have to like have a new hour ready.
The actual performance, though, is that feel different when you know the cameras are rolling? You know this is like the one thing, or you just go with it?
I love it. Yeah, I love seeing all the cameras in there. Yeah. Every single one, even the handheld.
We've already looked at everyone. We got 3 more out there if you want to catch them too.
I love all of them. I look for the red light, and I'm like, right there.
And the cameras love you too. I knew, and I've known for a long time, that you're funny. I did not know that you were a great dancer until you brought out Bobby Brown and started doing some of his moves.
How crazy was that when Bobby came out?
Insane.
Thank you.
How did that whole relationship too come to be?
Okay, so I did live from Brooklyn. I just dropped, and I said I wasn't going to do the Biggie joke, right? Because it costs a lot of money. But I was in this Brooklyn moment, and I just decided to do it, and it blew up. It went viral, the whole joke. By the way, it cost so much money to pay for those songs. And then I ended up being friends with the whole Biggie Foundation, like his mom. I talked to his mom, Rick, the guy that's in charge of like all his stuff. We have this relationship, and next thing you know, they got all these other people that they work with, and Bobby was
one of them.
That's crazy. So it sounds like between that, making the investment in that, producing your own show, you got to take some shots, is what it sounds like the lesson is,
Win
right?
or lose, just do it. As long as you can say I did it, then you won. You know what I mean? You lose when you don't take the chance.
You got it.
Yeah, so you got to do it, and you know, invest in yourself, and that's what Live from Seattle. You know what's crazy about Live from Seattle is when I was looking for a director and a producer, Michelle and Shannon, I just want to say shout out to them. They came to the Warner Theater to watch that routine. So that routine right there was here at DC.
Oh,
I did it in DC, yeah. And then when they saw it, they were like, "Let's go." And that's how it all came about. So this is kind of a cool little
full circle in so many ways.
Yeah,
it's so cool. One of the other things that I think is cool when you're talking about the touring schedule a little bit, you got some extra time in D.C. A lot of people will pop in the day of, do the show tonight, and you're out of town as soon as the show is over. You got a couple days here. Any big plans?
Just take my son out, man. You know, that's what it's all about. Getting a good cup of coffee.
We got plenty of places to go for that.
Get a good cup of coffee with my son.
Real quick, we just have a few seconds left. You also represent promise to so many people culturally. Have you ever had a really memorable interaction with a fan who say, you know what, because you do it, I know I can?
It's the voices that they love the most, and it's like my impersonation of my mom is the best impersonation of my mom, and I'm giving her a voice. You know what I mean? And it's like she finally gets to hear herself on TV. She's lived here for so long. She's never seen anyone sound like her on TV, and I'm just happy that it's my mom. It's me that get to do that for my mom.
Awesome.
Yeah. By the way, you have nice teeth.
Thank you, Jo Koy.
Yeah. Mine are
keep
fake.
Smiling.
Mine are fake. Mine are fake, by the way. So brush your teeth, kids, and floss, or make a lot of money and buy these teeth, which she just has for. Look at it.
Oh my
Put your teeth together.
No, I'm shy.
Put your teeth together.
Where's the tooth
Camera
camera?
two. Bring it in. Two. Look at.
His are wider.
Yeah. Well, they're fake. They're also faker.
Oh, now I got to cover mine up. I feel like at this point.
Yeah. Don't smile. You don't smile.
Steve has a great one too. Jo, you're hilarious.
I love you.
We're super excited.
Thank you, Jo.
You all get out there.
Tickets are still available. Not a lot, but there are a few that are out there, and they're certainly worth the price of admission. So go check it out. The show is at Capital One Arena. Jo Koy, thanks,
I
man.
swear to God, I did not know I was wearing the same outfit as my picture. This is embarrassing. That's a black jacket, by the way. This is
great.
Sure it is.
I swear.
Sure it is.
It's all good branding.
It's not good branding.
Say.
Anyway, Jacqueline, he's
I was
so
going
much
to
fun.
say, Joe, you can come to the Caps game. There's Caps game at Cap One on Sunday. There you go.
I have to talk into my microphone like this now.
There you go.
I'm there.
I can't unsee Joe Koy now. Like,
Yes,
that's
say
all
Jo
I'm
Koy.
going to think about now for the rest of the time.